The former king of Soliana used to reside in this castle, but a major accident occurred 10 years ago, and no one's lived there since.
Accident?
I heard a prototype energy engine failed, which caused the accident. I think the name of the plan was...
The Solaris Project. It was an ambitious project, named after their eternal sun god.
Doctor!
It's been a while, my dear Rouge. And of course, Shadow. Now, if you'd be so kind as to hand back the Scepter of Darkness you took from me.
Shadow!
It's no use! Pull back! Pull back! Pull back!
What? His shadow.
Oh, how ironic fate can be. I would never have believed I would be resurrected through your shade. I thank you, Shadow the Hedgehog.
Who are you? And how do you know my name?
I'm Mephiles. Mephiles the Dark. What? Did you forget me? I owe much to you, Shadow. Oh, yes. What you gave to me, I now return to you. A one-way ticket to oblivion.
Ah! What is this place?
It seems we've been teleported to another location.
Well, let's find out where we are.
Mephiles? Who is he?
I'm in. I've pinpointed our location. It's... No, that's not possible. We're still in the doctor's base, but how can that be? Wait, there's no doubt now.
So it's not where we are. It appears we've gone through time, doesn't it?
Yes, approximately 200 years. Maybe more, depending on when this database was last updated. Well, At least we know we've arrived in the future. That means this Mephiles character has the power to control time.
His power feels very similar to my own chaos control. But...
Boy, do I feel dizzy. Where are we?
Oh, look who's here. I didn't expect to see you guys.
Rouge! Shadow!
Hi, long time no see.
This is the distant future, far removed from our own timeline.
The future? Then that means Eggman's machine can control time!
Eggman's got some nerve dropping us here.
Now, how can we get back to our own time?
You need a space-time rift, but this requires a lot of energy. I see. You mean using your chaos control will... Yes, but that alone is insufficient. Okay, Shadow. It looks like we need to work together.
Alright, welcome back to Sonic 06, Part 2 of Shadow's story, where we are in Crisis City. Just like Sonic's story, he starts this on a vehicle. Well, Sonic was on a snowboard. Shadow's on this little buggy here. Now, usually what I'm going to go ahead and say is if you're playing this by yourself, like casually, get out of the vehicles if you can. Like, if you don't have to be in the vehicle, get out of the vehicle. Like, in this section, exit the vehicle. You do not need to be in it. But, you know, I'm recording this. I figured I'd show it. But I usually do not drive down this in the buggy. Because, you know, you can't really grind on things. You can't get the higher areas when you're in the buggy. And the buggy just doesn't control very well, so I would recommend not using it. And yeah, as you can see, we've been thrown back in time. Even that, like in Sonic's story, was kind of like it just happened. Like, oh yeah, they're back in time now, there you go. Whereas in Shadow's story, it happens for like a good reason, and there's like a lot more detail that went into like why he went back in time. Which, again, proves my theory that Sonic's story is absolutely useless and serves no point in the story. So, yeah, this is, I think, a very good level as Shadow. Again, I don't think Shadow's as fast as Sonic, so he's a little bit better to control, but he's not as slow as Silver. And, you know, he can fight enemies quicker than Silver, so I think this is a good visit through to Crisis City. And obviously the game slows down a bit, but it really doesn't as much as it did in Silver's story. So, most everything in Shadow's story is just much better. And yeah, we got to see a little bit more of Mephiles, which, again, is a genuine step up from Sonic's story, as Mephiles is basically the main villain of the story. Everything's just done a little bit better. Even though Shadow's story is shorter than any of the other ones, he's, I think, a video shorter than Sonic's, which is 2 shorter than Silver's. It's more concise. I just think Shadows is probably the way to go. And thankfully, for the love of God, thankfully there's no Mach speed section. Shadow just gets certain parts of levels where you have to go in a vehicle or something. That's so much more tolerable. Like, I can't think of... Maybe, like, once or twice did I die during Shadow's playthrough. I can't really think of a time where I was, like, really struggling. So I think overall, pretty good level. I can't really think of one level that's like that I don't like playing. Yeah, I don't think there are any really bad levels in Shadow's playthrough. Oh, you know what? There's one part of one that I am not too big a fan of, but other than that, Shadow's playthrough is honestly pretty smooth. So as I was saying before, sometimes in a Shadow level, you're forced to go onto a vehicle of some sort. We are now on the hang glider again. This part's pretty notorious, I think. If you've played this game, or if you've seen other people play this, you probably know. You literally don't even need to touch the control stick. You can just hit every single thing in this area, and you'll be fine. You don't have to shoot either. I just figured I'd shoot just to do something. But yeah, you can literally not do anything in this entire section. So there you go, we did that entire section without actually doing anything. I don't think I've ever even noticed this section over here. That was the first time I think I've ever seen that. I guess it was just for that silver medal, but whatever, not really worth it. Yeah, a lot of these areas are just like, oh, we went through this exactly as silver. There's not really a whole lot of a difference here. But I would still rather be doing it as Shadow, because you don't have to take so gosh dang long. Also, I definitely said during Sonic's playthrough that I like to kind of buffer his homing attack a little bit. That's why during that playthrough you saw me homing attack, then spin Sonic around, then homing attack again, and, you know, keep going on as many as you need. That's because if you homing attack and then homing attack again instantly as Sonic, you're probably going to fly off in a direction you don't want, or go down a pit or something like that. With Shadow, you really don't need to do that, because his combat is slightly different from Sonic's, as we've seen. So I don't feel like that's as big of a deal. You can mash the X button as many times as you want, and Shadow, for the most part, won't go flying off. So, in almost every regard, Shadow feels safer to play as than Sonic. Again, is Shadow like a perfect character to play as? No, not really.
How big is this fire?
But he's certainly more tolerable than the others. Him and Blaze are probably at the top of the ranking of characters to play as in this game. Because they're the only ones that don't make me want to throw my controller. And this was the last time that Shadow was playable in a game for like a very long time. It wasn't until Sonic Forces, the episode Shadow DLC, that he was playable again, which is pretty wild. I really think that after this game, they took like the wrong lessons. People were like, okay, there's too many characters in this game. Let's only have like Sonic and Tails for a couple of games. Which kind of got annoying, because I do like the extended cast of characters in this series. You know, the fact that there were too many characters in this game is not, in fact, what's bad about it. Let me just tell you that right now. And that's the end of Crisis City. Pretty good level, honestly. Probably the best time through we've had.
Not even a challenge.
A rank, that's pretty good. I like an A rank.
Ah, my precious Chaos Emerald. You are also beautiful. Your mysterious brilliance. Omega? What's he doing here?
It seems he's in standby mode.
What could have possibly happened to create this future? Yes, this is Rouge. Understood. We'll be there in a minute. It looks like Sonic and his friends have found something too. Let's go. It's not like we can do anything for him now.
Yeah.